Hey there, boaters. I'm Captain Stacy Hanrahan, and welcome to Monday's episode of The Boaters TV. First up, our Captain's Caption photo was provided by Frank Lenander. We'll reveal the caption of the day at the end of the show. Now in nautical know-how, it's time to winterize with Passagemaker magazine. It's true, time flies when you're having fun. Seems like just yesterday we were gearing up for the boating season. Now it's time already to begin the winterizing process for you higher latitude boaters. And as Passagemaker's Steve D'Antonio points out, there's more to it than simply running antifreeze through the engine and draining the water tanks. Ironically, Steve says that vessels in more moderate climates tend to suffer the most frost damage. It's because they often remain afloat and are only partially winterized. He warns against relying on shore power to prevent freezing. Power outages occur and circuit breakers trip, so unless you plan to use or check on your boat regularly over the winter months, it's best to haul out and decommission. It's also important to winterize early. We know it's hard not to stretch the season when the sun's still shining, but especially in areas where the temperature tends to fall rapidly, you'd hate to have waited one weekend too long. There are basically two ways to winterize. Steve refers to them as turnkey and assembly required. With the turnkey method, every system that is disassembled in any way is put back completely at the end of the winterization process. So the boat remains all winter in a ready-to-launch, ready-to-use condition. The assembly required approach is just that. Systems are left so that they will need to be reassembled before launching in the spring. There are pros and cons to each method, but basically, do you want to get it all done at once or split up the work? And yes, it's quite a bit of work to winterize, but it's also a great time to get routine maintenance out of the way. For example, since you'll need to drain the heat exchangers anyway, take a moment to inspect them for damaging marine life growth. Steve's got step-by-step instructions on flushing all your boat systems. Different steps and efforts are required for different systems, so pick up a copy of the October issue of Passagemaker magazine. And I also recommend reading Steve's blog at www.stevedmarineconsulting.com. Next, we're debuting our first Megayacht report. Today we begin a new segment we're very excited about here at TBTV. Every other week we'll be getting the inside scoop on the Megayacht world from Diane Byrne. Diane has been covering Megayacht since 1993. You may recognize her famous byline, the Power and Motor Yacht 100. Her website, Megayacht News, is a leading source of information on the super yacht industry. This week, Diane is giving us a first look at the 2008 Monaco Yacht Show. The show, which begins Wednesday and runs through Saturday, is the super yacht show of the year. Sure, other boat shows have mega yachts, but the Monaco Yacht Show is where the truly serious yacht buyers go to shop. Diane says this year more than 90 yachts stretching up to 262 feet will be there, with 40 of them making their world premieres. Among the mega yachts Diane plans to report on is the Ingot. Oh yes, the lucky Diane will be at the show and touring these floating palaces. The Ingot is a 153-footer built by Byrne Boat Company. She is the largest and most technically advanced burger to date. Also on Diane's must-see list is the Bella from Benetti. This yacht, measuring 164 feet, has a serene, relaxed atmosphere inside. Then there's the Red Dragon, a 170-foot sailing yacht owned by a European couple who are passionate art collectors and supporters. And Diane plans to get a look at the Darcy. Built by the Dutch shipyard Monin, this so-called pocket-sized super yacht is 97 feet long, has a sporty hardtop, and plentiful seating inside and out. Besides featuring these gorgeous yachts, the Monaco Yacht Show stands out because its organizers are dedicated to social causes. For example, they donate 50% of the show's entrance fees to the Muscular Dystrophy Association. For much more information about the show, including Diane's daily reports on the biggest yachts there, go to www.megayachtnews.org. Next, we'll see what's making waves in nautical news. One of the most prominent and arguably most influential naval architect of the 20th century died earlier this month. Olin J. Stevens II was 100 years old. Mr. Stevens, a man known for his shyness and quiet demeanor, created more than 2,000 cruising and racing yachts. His designs include the Dorade, a 52-foot yawl that won the 1931 transatlantic race and received a ticker-tape parade up Broadway in New York City. In 1929, he founded the naval architecture firm of Sparkman and Stevens with yacht broker Drake Sparkman. Then during World War II, Mr. Stevens helped design amphibious vehicles and minesweepers for the U.S. government. He also designed 8 America's Cup Defenders and was inducted into the America's Cup Hall of Fame in 1993. Although he officially retired back in 1978, Mr. Stevens continued to create boat lines well into his 90s, moving seamlessly from the drawing table to computers. For more on his life and work, visit the New York Yacht Club's website at www.nyyc.org. And now it's time to announce this week's poll. Here we go. When will you be winterizing your boat? Already did it? This week? Sometime in October? Not until November? Will continue to use it throughout the winter? Don't have to? I'm a lucky southern boater. To vote, simply go to www.theboaters.com. And finally today, the captain's caption of the day is, "I think I can swim it. Now who's with me?" Submitted by Joe and Sylvia. And that'll do it for this episode of the Boaters TV. See you back here on Wednesday.